You know, if you call sin, sin, don't call it by some other more decent name. You know, if you lust with your eyes, don't say, I was just admiring God's creation. You'll never get deliverance from sin if you call it by all these decent names, you know, or when you get angry, you say that was righteous indignation at something that was done wrong. You'll never get, but if you call it what Jesus called it, Lord, when I clicked on that internet pornographic site, I committed adultery with that woman there. And when I clicked on another site, I committed adultery 5 minutes later with another woman. And then later in the evening with another woman. And Lord, I'm sorry, today I committed adultery with 10 women. Call it that. That's honesty. And you do it again tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. When you call it by its proper name, you'll get deliverance from it. But you call it by other names and try to excuse yourself saying, well, there was a lot of passion in me. You'll never get deliverance from it. And I'll tell you this. If you continue in that way, you can end up in hell. Because Jesus said, it's better to pull out your eye and lose an eye than to go with your whole body into hell because you kept on lusting with your eyes. It's serious. And what's the deliverance? Be honest. Call sin by the dirtiest name you can ever think of. When you get angry with someone, Jesus said, call it murder. Lord, I felt like murdering that person, but I'd get caught by the police, so I just got angry. You know, Jesus equated it with murder in Matthew chapter 5, by the way. He said, your righteousness must be more than the righteousness of the Pharisees. And that's in Matthew 5:20. And in the next verse, he said, I'll explain what I mean. The Pharisees said, you shall not commit murder. I say to you, don't get angry. He equated anger with murder because he said anger is the seed from which this tree called murder comes out. And in God's eyes, it's the same thing. Call it by that name and you'll get victory. But if you say, well, I was under a little pressure. I mean, imagine you're saying, well, I was under a little pressure, so I killed that fellow. And the next day, well, I was a little more under pressure and killed another person. I mean, if I call anger murder every day, and every time you do it, you'll get deliverance quickly. God loves honest people. I believe it's God's will to free us from sin. But He won't free us till we call sin, sin.